We're back with another episode of Life with Albinism.
Gang, gang.
And right now we have a new guest. I'll let her introduce herself. Tell them your social medias and everything.
Oh, you're going to say so many my social security. I was say, well, damn.
No, just the social media.
All right, okay. Well, I'm Iveliss Martinez. My social media is my first name. It's IVELISSE _IMC. That's my Instagram. I don't have Facebook, so sorry. I deactivated a couple years ago.
It'd be like that.
Life is so much better now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was. Should I talk about where I'm from?
No. Yeah. Briefly.
All right. Well, real quick.
Have your
I'm from Harlem. There we go.
There you go. That's it. That's all you need to know. That's it.
All right. So today's topic was actually presented by our guest Iveliss, and the topic of today is: does albinism give us white privilege?
No.
All right. We'll start with that. Let's start. Okay. Let's start.
I like the no.
And then we'll bring it back. We'll just bring it around.
I mean,
go ahead, Avery.
It don't I don't know. It just don't I don't know.
But you can't see how somebody might perceive you as white, and you might begin to get.
Have you been mistaken for a white person?
All the time.
Definitely.
And so when you're mistaken for a white person, then what do you do? And then who is the people who are mistaking you for a white person?
People on interviews, like when you go for an interview, they go.
What's normally their races?
Like white, black. Spanish or Indian or some foreign shit.
And then when they mistake you for white, do you feel you get treated better, different?
Nah, because I let them know right off the back, like, no, I'm not white. I'm proud of, what I am, who I am, you know what I'm saying? Why would I try to disguise that as something else, you know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it gives you any privilege that you're perceived or could be perceived as white?
I don't know. I don't know. How about you?
No, I agree with him. I've been perceived as white, but I've never benefited from someone perceiving me as being white.
Yeah, I couldn't word it.
It's always been in a negative way, where it's usually someone who's black who'd be like, oh, that's a white boy, or something like that. But it's never been, oh, he's white, he must have money, or oh, he's white, something positive.
Yeah.
It's never been that at all.
It's that ass.
Okay, so you never got a benefit from that.
No.
Okay, now what about you, Iveliss?
Why?
I'm dead.
Word. I ain't get no good benefits. Credit score stayed the same.
Now, what about you, Iveliss?
Well,
why do you think Why do you think we get white privilege?
Because we do. Well, at least I do. I use it to my
Please give us your examples.
Because you're a woman.
And I was gonna say that too. I really think it's because I'm a female, but yeah, I really do use it to my advantage, and I think that's also because you gotta kind of put on a show with it as well. You know what I mean? Because the way my voice is, you can hear it. You hear the urban in my voice. If I'm drinking, you hear my Spanish accent come out. But when I'm on interviews, when I'm on interviews though, and when I speak educated and properly, I can be mistaken for a white person. And then being in the city and so many people they just, as soon as they see me from the back, even friends, my own friends will see me walking toward them and they'll be like, who's that white girl? Oh, it's just you. Oh, okay. But it's benefited me in different jobs that I've had. It's benefited me perfect example. I was with my friend and his best mom. They're Puerto Rican. We were at the post office, but I saw my mom, so they went to the window before me and I was talking to my mom. So then I finally come back over to them. As soon as I get there, the woman was black. She looks at me and goes, hi, how can I help you? And I was like, oh no, I'm with them. And she's like, okay. She looks at them and then she walks away. They were like, she was nothing like that before we came here. She was like, she was nasty. She had an attitude. She was rude. And I was like, oh, wow.
So that's a hint of racism.
Well, that too. I feel that's what it is too. But it's sometimes it's an advantage. Sometimes the whole being white thing is a disadvantage because then I get my own people. Sometimes I feel I don't fit in. Sometimes the black people, they're like, no. The Spanish people are like, hell no. And the white people are like, I don't really think so.
I don't.
So it's
what's your credit
it's
score?
A mix of.
But I think. So have you had any job interviews where you feel like the interviewer perceived you as white and were nicer to you because of that?
Yeah, and it always depends on the company that I'm with, and I've noticed that even though as much as I love Jewish people, it's normally the Jewish people too, because I always end up working for like a Jewish company, and normally when I speak with them or when I meet them, like, and because of like my background, like work wise, then it's normally like, oh, okay, all right, yes, like we love it, like we'll take it, like we're soaking it up, and I just use it to my benefit, like
whatever works, you know.
Yeah.
Now, me, in my opinion, I definitely don't think that albinism gives us white privilege. However, I think that even if it did, I wouldn't want to use that. Like, I wouldn't want to pretend to be white to get benefits from it. Like, if I had to falsely put white on my application to get the job faster, then I wouldn't want that job. Yeah, but I will say this: there are times where on every job application, at the very, very end, they'd ask you about race and ethnicity. And I do be thinking, like, I probably could put white, and they wouldn't know any better. And they wouldn't know better.
No, I put other.
Really?
I put other. You put other?
Why y'all do that?
Why y'all do other? Yeah, you see?
That's still a cop-out.
Y'all using it some
That is a cop-out. You're just doing it indirectly.
I put other and I'll put Caribbean.
So you're trying to use?
Nah, I put black and other.
Trying to use Jamaican?
I check white, black, and Hispanic. I check them all.
You check white?
I check white, black, and Hispanic.
I don't even think you could do
And you know
that.
what's crazy? You can't shit.
Why not? Click more than one.
Excuse me, I went on Ancestry.com and I found out that I'm
exactly.
But the thing is, like, it's not that, well, let me not say, like, it's a privilege, because, I mean, it's not a privilege that we get it, but it's people's ignorance, and I'm not going to correct your ignorance. You want to be ignorant? You be ignorant all day. Like, I'm going to use it to my benefit. I guess that's what I mean. I'm going to use it as my benefit. I'm going to take advantage of it, because, come on, in all honesty, like, being a person with albinism, our sight isn't good at all. So that kind of cuts out a lot of jobs that we can get. Like, for real, like,
a lot.
I've had
driver's license required.
Yeah, driver's a what? I was one. I had a job working at the group home. I'm telling you, I was one of the best workers there. Like, not even to toot my own horn, but I would actually do work. And they were like, "We want to promote you, but we can't because you don't have your driver's license." I was like, "Well, I can't get my driver's license. So what do you want me to do?" There's been a bunch of jobs that I could not get, and I'm like, "Okay, well, I have to some way somehow finagle my way to get my foot in the door in certain places where I can't get my foot in."
Right. So then, with that being said, you're pretty much saying, like, if the privilege does come to you with them perceiving that you as white, you're going to use it to the best.
Yeah, because I've never said, I'm white. Like, I mean, I say it as a joke. Like, anybody, but my friends and family are laughing right now because if they know that, I'm like, I'm a white woman. Like, yes, I'm a white woman. Like, because people are like, oh, yeah, this white, especially when girls and people arguing, oh, yeah, this white chick. And I'm like, oh. I'll be okay. Like, so then my question so then my question to you is this: what if it's more direct? Like, what if someone at your job actually calls you white, not in like a insulting way, but like they say, oh, like you overhear two coworkers talking, and they're like, oh yeah, she's Caucasian, she's white. You wouldn't correct them? I would absolutely correct them. Like, no, sir, ma'am. Like, I am absolutely not white. Like, no, I'm Afro-Latina.
Okay, so
like, I'm Hispanic.
You just want the benefit of it.
Yeah, the benefit of it, but I'm not claiming it. Like, no, absolutely not. Like, no. Like I said, as a joke, like, I'll say, yeah, I'm a white woman, because, like I said, it's always been me being mistaken for a white woman. Because, like, with my albinism, like, out of my hair isn't as blonde, or because I wear weaves, or, like, if I dye my hair. Blonde. Yeah, I know today it is. I got some weaving. But anyway, I gotta tell the whole world. No, but like if my hair is perm, my hair is a lot more golden, and my skin isn't always as light. You know what I mean? All the time, like you should capture me in the right light. Like it's not. I'm not as bright sometimes. You know what I mean? Especially like what I'm wearing or whatever. Like people do mistake me for a white woman. I mean, I don't get it because of my features and stuff. But like I said, sometimes it's literally people's ignorance.
Yeah, and I've been perceived as white before too, and I definitely correct them though. And I mean, I've even had like when I was a social worker, there was a time where there was this white guy who was actually racist, and they sent me to go work with him. they sent me to go work with him because they're like, oh, Dale, he might perceive you as white, and he don't like black people, so we're gonna send you to go for this shit.
It's true.
But no, because they thought that he would perceive me as white, so they're like, okay, well, you go work with him instead of all the other black people.
Well, what ended up happening?
Well, you know, I mean, I work with him.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. But I will say this: when I worked with him, he gave me no problems. So
he never asked.
No, he didn't ask. And if he would have asked, I'd have told him.
And you know, it's funny because I have clients like that too. Like I have clients because I work with people who have mental disability, like they have mental illness or whatever. And so I had the Caucasian clients. I had two of them, and they were like, yeah, they might. Like they didn't say, yeah, they might work better with you because they might think you're white or whatever. But yeah, they see someone that's their complexion, like it probably makes them feel a lot more comfortable. But then it brings back to the question, like, what is being white? You know what I mean? Like, what's white privilege? Just because, like, if you speak a little, because you speak, like, it's though you're educated, because you use big words. I don't
think it's that. I think it's when they see you and they perceive you as being a white person.
But that's just the first.
That's just the visual, the face value.
Until you speak to them, they don't really, you know.
Yeah, I think
grasp. The idea of like what you are and like, you know, how you are and shit like that. So
yeah, and I think when they see when they pay more attention to our features, like we clearly don't have white people lips, white people nose.
Look at this nose. It's an onion on my damn face. I can't hide it.
What about you, Jason? Have you had that in the workplace where someone's perceiving you as white?
In the workplace? No, it's never happened to me.
Really?
It's never happened to you in the workplace?
Not that I know of. It hasn't.
Like, not that anyone was sharing with me.
So then, give us an example of when someone perceived you as white outside of the workplace.
No, that hasn't happened either. It's never happened to me. That's why I don't believe in this white privilege.
Boy, good.
There's an exception to the rule.
So if someone,
one thing I would say, my friends would say, let's say, when I'm driving, most of my friends are black. When they're driving and they have me as their passenger, they would drive by the cops and be like, they usually pull me over, but since you're with me, they probably think that you're white.
I've got
So boom, there you go right there. Your friends are using your white privilege. There you go. So you might not be using it, but they are.
They definitely are.
And how do you feel about that, Jason? You rock with it?
What do you mean? What can I do?
Jump out the car?
Just I'm getting out. Be white. Pull over.
You could be like, nah, y'all, come on, we ain't, you know.
I mean, he's getting a free ride out of that. He gonna fuck up his free ride. You feel me?
All right, so you, Avery, if white privilege could give you a benefit to something, would you use it?
Oh, I don't even know.
But you said for work, you definitely would.
No, I wouldn't.
Oh, okay. And you, Jason, you wouldn't?
For work? No. I don't, because then you're going to be pretending someone.
Exactly. And then you got to play that role.
Iveliss for work?
Too much.
I mean,
you've been saying this whole time that you would.
She on the interview to get it. But no, but the thing is, like I said, but it's not like I'm saying, I'm white or whatever. They're looking at my resume. Yeah, they're letting them perceive like what you think when you see me. That's your own business. You know what I mean? But if it's like if I feel you're treating me a little nicer, then I'm like, okay, well, but I'm still my own package though. You know what I mean? I still bring so much more to the table. It's not like I'm unqualified. And they're like, yo, you're white. Come on, let's go. Come on. But I've actually noticed too that there's been times that when I do put white in the application, I actually don't get that job, and I'm like, maybe this.
Wait. Has there been a time where you put white on the application and nothing else, just white?
No, I put white in other.
See?
Yeah,
I put black in other.
And you?
I just put other.
See?
Why are y'all
Sometimes I think it's funny. No, I think it's hilarious. No, I think it's hilarious. No, certain times for real. Like for me, I think it's fun. I'm like, well, what if I put white? I'm not okay.
Yeah, I do that too.
Like you just see what will happen. Like
y'all ain't right.
Yeah, like
even if I was
the
dark,
pro-black people watching this right now is going to be frowning on y'all.
Listen. Because I have a bone to pick with black, with the colored black people too. Because this whole melanin thing and the melanin magic, I feel so left out of that whole movement. But that's
left out. We all left out.
I'm like, what about me? Like, I ain't got no melanin.
listen.
it, like-
On applications, I'm putting black, African American, and
I put
that's it. Ain't
Hispanic.
no other.
I put Hispanic and I put
I mean,
black.
That's a little
technically
different
you are
because
other
you
though,
have-
because you're
I
not only
know-
black. You're not only black. You're
No,
mixed
no,
with
I'm,
something.
I'm only black.
No. If you go down to your roots, you feel me? It's really tough.
Nigga,
Like,
my
Indian,
roots is
you feel me?
black.
No,
Okay.
Kunta Kinte wasn't just stepfather. Wasn't you feel me?
I'm
Like,
dead.
you feel me? Like
Listen,
you other like
Don't get it twisted. Everyone sitting at this table is black.
that's.
But
Okay,
now you
yeah.
might.
I'm not saying.
You have a
I'm
little-
not
I'm
saying we
African
are,
descent.
but-
I'm Afro-Latina because
Okay, so your
I
mom
get
is
in a
black?
debate with these people all the time. Like
Yeah.
yes, I
Okay,
I
you got some
identify
Hispanic in you.
but
That's
I'm
fine.
also African as well because my family is from a tribe from Africa. So yes,
All right,
I admit
so
it.
the went down
So
to
that's
the
fair.
roots.
It's fair
Yeah,
for you
so
to
that's
put
why I put
African American
African-American and Hispanic. Yeah.
That's cool. You, Jason.
You.
You should be putting black African American. You should be putting black African American.
Other.
Ain't no other. Stop using that. So, in a way, subliminally, they are using their albinism as privilege because they're putting other on the application. So when the person reading it sees it, they say black and other. Oh, okay, they're a little more receptive to that. I'm putting black, and that is it.
But you know, I know,
it
but
don't-
I've met actually like people with I don't want to say black people because we're all black
Yeah,
too. Like I've met people with melanin,
Yeah.
and they'll say like, no, I put white on my application too, and I'm like, all right, well, if you can put white, why can't I? It's a shame on them.
Shame
No, because
on
I know
them.
because
Yeah.
they'll say from there, because like let me just see what'll happen.
Yeah.
I used to say this, like, well,
Everyone,
let
I
me see
feel
what
like
happens.
everyone does
Like,
that on Africa.
I think you should automatically not get that job if you are clearly black.
why-
Not
how
albino.
they know? How they know?
Not albino though. Not albino. If you are like a regular black person and you put white on your application,
How do they know?
do you come in for that interview? When you come in for that interview and they read your chart and your application and they see that you put white, you shouldn't even get the job.
But why though?
I'm having. They're not supposed to read those. Race is supposed to matter. Yeah, actually,
your
race
resume
isn't supposed
But
to
if you
matter.
lie on it,
But
It
that's
don't matter.
but that's the
Like,
part that they know it's not
listen, I
supposed to
still
matter
ain't gonna-
because
I
they're
ain't
not
gonna do
supposed
it.
to hire you based on your race.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
what's
they're
the-
not supposed to
But what's the
discriminate.
thing?
They're
What's
not
the
supposed to
thing?
discriminate.
What is it? I'm having such a brain fart. Like that they have to hire a certain percentage of minorities. Equal opportunity thing. Like okay, so sometimes that's why I don't do it. I don't want to get a job because you know that I'm black or because I'm Spanish, and then I have to meet your little quota of equal opportunities either.
I don't care what you do. I'm just gonna put the
Because
truth.
that's how people have gotten jobs too. Like there have been people who are so not qualified for a job, but
That's
because
a
they
fact.
have to meet
To
their
meet that
quota,
quota,
they
yeah.
have to go ahead and give them the job. I don't want a job like that either.
That's your fact.
I don't. Like I don't want a job because oh damn, we gotta hire another black person. All right, you just made the cut.
Well,
Like,
See,
no.
that's what you should be proud of. That's what you should be proud of.
no,
You should be-
they're only picking you because they have to.
No, you
Like,
should
they don't have to pick you.
but
Like,
okay, so I shouldn't be proud that I'm black and I get the job because I'm black. But you guys are proud that you're putting white on your application. And
I still don't get the job.
Word, so it don't even matter really.
well, this was a fun topic to discuss. So we'll leave it at that. That was a good episode.
I like it. That was a good one.